When I'd go to dean's meetings and the other deans of the medical schools were around, they'd come up to me and say, "What is that crazy program you have in Kansas City? 6 years, get to see patients right out of high school?" And we said, "Yeah, that's the way it is, and it's going to work."
There are immense amounts of credits to be due to everyone who's played a role on the development of Hospital Hill. The original planners were wise in anticipating what might happen.
Our educational program, which was designed by Dr. E. Gray Diamond, was very different.
The UMKC School of Medicine's greatest contribution to education, I think, is the concept of early clinical experiences and the docent system.
I think our medical school was revolutionary when it first came about, and many of the programs that are now commonplace in medicine really started at our medical school.
It was quite unique back in that day, and it remains the foundation that has created some of the best clinicians, educators, and researchers around the country. The importance of DEI and social justice within the healthcare field is critical. We're not going to be able to recruit the best and the brightest students to this school if those diversity, equity, and inclusion resources and work that we're doing doesn't come to fruition.
There are many strategies to address healthcare disparities, and it starts at the top. And I'm proud that the medical school has a robust pipeline to get more underrepresented minority students in the school.
The AAMC projects by 2033, there'll be anywhere from a 50 to 150,000 shortage of physicians in the United States. And medical schools across the country have been called on to address that by increasing enrollment. And up until 2021, we were admitting 20 MD students each year. We doubled that in 2021 with the expansion to St. Joseph.
We're a medical school, and we have a responsibility to help train and provide the healthcare workforce for the region.
It's estimated that a third of Missourians live in rural settings. So what the school is attempting to do in St. Joseph is to recruit students who want to practice ultimately in rural communities.
The medical school has clearly expanded our footprint in clinical medicine and education and in the research footprint that we have since I was a student here at the School of Medicine. We've become the trend across the country.
I think research is very important to a medical school because the best medical education occurs in an environment where there's a spirit of inquiry.
Our students who participate in research really get a better understanding of the health issues that need to be addressed or that we're trying to address with research.
Over the years, we have added clinical affiliates. I find that it's very valuable for our students and residents to be able to see the practice of medicine in a variety of healthcare settings. And each of our hospital affiliates brings a unique perspective in some aspect of clinical care.
At University Health, we serve a very diverse patient population, and we see a wide range of clinical issues, and so it is really prime training ground for learners. So I think neither entity would be as strong apart as they are together.
We've been training medical students as diabetes prevention coaches for years. We have them out in the community. They're actually in African American churches, and they're leading classes around how to eat healthier, how to engage in physical activity, how to lower stress. And so I think this is an incredible experience for our students to really understand the health issues that people really struggle with on a daily basis.
The Sojourner Clinic is a student-led clinic. These are people who have nowhere to turn for their health care. And every week, these students and their mentors see these patients. They provide care with the oversight of their mentors.
And I think that docent system, our ability to work so closely with our mentors over an extended period of time, I think is second to none. I don't think you can get a better medical education than how we do it at UMKC.
In healthcare today, working as teams is very critical, so I think that the docent system was well ahead of its time.
After 50 years, we are 4,000 alumni strong. Our alums are some of the best and the brightest clinicians, educators, researchers.
The UMKC School of Medicine is really a special place. We've seen great successes throughout the years, and the number of grads that we have today and the success of those graduates really speaks to that success.
The School of Medicine instilled in me a sense of responsibility to give back or play it forward so that the next generation of underrepresented minority students have similar opportunities to become leaders.
We've spent a lot of time talking about change, and they say change is the only constant, and how you respond to that change is a determinant of your success. And I think UMKC has done a very good job doing just that. But at the same time, they've really held constant to some of the original principles set out by the founders of the program. Part of the original vision was for UMKC School of Medicine to grow through strong partnerships, strong community partnerships. And in my opinion, it's never been stronger.
The first 50 years of this medical school have been amazing. We've really set our footprint. We've become a national leader in a number of different areas, especially within research. We also now are envisioning, what does our medical school look like for the next 50 years?
Over the last 50 years, we have really established ourselves as a phenomenal medical school. I think we've proven the concept. Now the next 50 years is for the next generation of young medical students and young graduates. And it's their turn to take this incredible foundation of a medical school and move it forward.